Fox Kids was the best network and the best children's programming block up to this point ever since 1992 to 1997. But unfortunately, it wouldn't last long. As Fox Kids, just like what happened with Kids WB, would evolve into 4Kids TV. Not for the better, for the worst. Why? Why would Fox kill such a great brand since 1990? We're gonna have to go and find that out. The Fox Broadcasting Company, or the Fox Network, was originally launched and was founded and was launched on October 9th of 1986. During the time of the early years of Fox's run, they had a syndication children's program block called the Disney Afternoon. DuckTales, the series that has served as a launching pad for the block, premiered in syndication in September 1987, airing on Fox's owned and operated stations, as well as various Fox affiliates in many markets. This was mainly been due to the fact that the Walt Disney Company's chief operating officer at the time, Michael Eisner, and then his then Fox counterpart Barry Diller had worked together at ABC and at Paramount Pictures. In 1988, Disney purchased an independent station known as KHJ TV and changing its name into KCAL TV the next year. The station's new owners wanted DuckTales to be shown on KCAL, effectively taking the local television right to the animated series away from the Fox-owned station KTTV. Furious at the breach of contract, Diller pulled DuckTales from all Fox's owned and operated stations in fall of 1989. Diller also encouraged the network's affiliates to do the same, though most did not initially. As Disney went forward in developing the Disney Afternoon, Fox, whose schedule at the time was limited to primetime programming on Saturday and Sunday nights, began the process of launching its own children's programming lineup. So, on September 8th, 1990, Fox Kids was launched as the Fox Children's Network, which was a joint venture between the Fox Broadcasting Company and its participating affiliates. It was originally headed by division president Margaret Loesch, who later served as Hub Network president. Its programming aired for 30 minutes per day on Monday through Fridays and for 3 hours on Saturday mornings. The following year, in 1991, they rebranded it to Fox Kids Network, with its programming expanding to 90 minutes on weekdays and 4 hours on Saturday mornings. The weekday editions of the block grew to 3 hours the following year. By the fall of 1992, the schedule was increased to 3 hours Monday through Friday, usually 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., making Fox the first network to air programming in the 4 p.m. hour since 1986. At 4 hours on Saturday mornings from 8 a.m. to noon Eastern Time and Pacific Time, and on Mountain Time and Central Time, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Many stations would split the weekday lineup programming into a 1 hour block in the morning and a 2 hour block in the afternoon, giving kids to wake up, and before they start school, they would watch a Fox Kids show in the morning, and then when they come home from school, they would watch after school Fox Kids cartoons. Pretty cool, I think. They could have thought of that. But then again, that will be a bad thing for Fox themselves. In November of 1992, on the Thanksgiving afternoon, Fox Kids hosted a TV takeover event on Thanksgiving in the afternoon. When Fox Kids launched, all Fox station affiliates had the block at first. But a few years into its run, some of the stations wanted to focus on news and businesses, and Fox Kids wasn't neither of those things. The first Fox station to drop the block was WSVN in Miami, the network's first station to maintain a news instead format in 1993. The station had been a Fox affiliate since its beginning in 1989 in January. As a result of NBC purchasing and moving its programming to longtime CBS affiliate WTVJ and a 3-station ownership and affiliation swap in the Miami market. In May of 1994, Fox signed a multi-station affiliation agreement with New World Entertainment Communications to switch the stations, which were either CBS, ABC, or NBC, to Fox between September 1994 and July 1995. This was done because Fox have gotten the rights to the National Football Conference, part of the National Football League television package. Many of these stations, owned by New World, which later merged with Fox's then parent company, News Corporation, who owns 20th Century Fox currently, declined to carry Fox Kids in order to air syndicated programming aimed at older audiences or local newscasts. So, as a response to this problem, Fox contracted the Fox Kids block to air one of the stations and that were a UPN or a WB station, which both two were launched in January 1995. So if a Fox-owned and operated station or affiliate chose not to carry it, so that means in some cases Fox Kids will have to be carried on the same station as its two competitors, Kids WB and UPN Kids. UPN Kids, the latter of which will be replaced by Disney's 1-2 in 1999. Some stations, Fox acquired 3 former ABC affiliated stations: WHBQ-TV Memphis, KTVI St. Louis, and WGHP High Point. WGHP High Point stopped airing Fox Kids in March of 1996 and moved it to WBFX, which agreed to air the block for the remainder of its run. In 1995, KNLC assumed the rights to Fox Kids from KDNL-TV, which became an ABC station, after KPLR-TV had turned down. Due to the station's decision to air public service announcements from its owner's ministry about controversial topics in lieu of local advertising, Fox pulled the Fox Kids block from KNLC in mid-1996. As a result, KTVI in St. Louis became the only Fox station that was involved in the network's 1994 deal with New World to carry the block. St. Louis, at the time, had the biggest Fox Kids Club in the United States, with a lot of members. Pretty cool, I think. Much of the Fox Kids lineup's early programming were produced by Warner Brothers, calling Fox Kids a one-stop shop. During the time, 2 of Fox Kids' most popular programs, like Animaniacs and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, became the best top shows on Fox Kids. 1993, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was introduced to the audience. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series became a big hit as Fox Kids started their relationship with Saban. This was also around the time that Margaret Lowe's wanted to like do that X-Men pilot around the time, which is a very good thing as they later pick up the X-Men series to air it on Fox Kids, and later would go to UPN Kids for that part of the Saban block on UPN at the time. Anyway, in January 1995, when the WB was launched, following alongside Kids WB in September of that year, the Warner Brothers produced shows were moved to the were moved to those networks. The reason behind all this is because apparently they Warner Brothers wasn't very happy that that Animaniacs was playing backup to the Power Rangers. Following a heated dispute with Fox, after it ceded the program's time slot to carry Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which became the block's highest rated programs, which debuted in 1993. So Batman and Animaniacs were moved to Kids WB respectively. Tiny Toons Adventures moved to Kids WB as reruns after its original run on Fox Kids. In 1996, after having a strategic alliance with Fox, Saban Entertainment, the biggest moneymaker for Fox Kids, merged with Fox Children's Productions to create a new company called Fox Kids Worldwide. This was done so that they would pursue an international expansion and to become a public company. The venture was renamed Fox Family Worldwide in 1997 after acquiring the International Family Entertainment, who ran the cable network Family Channel. Seeking a cable outlet for the Fox Kids programs to compete with services which were cable channels such as Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network respectively. In 1998, Fox bought out its affiliates' interest in Fox Kids as part of the deal to help pay for the network's NFL package. The Fox Kids weekday block was reduced to 2 hours, and in an effort to help its affiliates comply with the recently implemented educational programming mandates defined by the Children's Television Act. So reruns of the former PBS series The Magic School Bus were added to the lineup. 2 years later, in 2000, the affiliates were given the option to run Fox Kids from 2 to 4 p.m. instead of 3 to 5 p.m. if they ran the news at 5. Some stations delayed Fox from 10 o'clock a.m. to 1 p.m., one of the lowest rated time periods in the U.S. television, and when virtually all children 5 years of age or older are at school by then. A few stations aired The Magic School Bus in some sort of a graveyard time slot as part of the Children's Television Act to comply with EI. Fox Kids fought against the EI rule during its development, but it failed miserably. Sadly. Seriously, the Children's Television Act was the bane of Fox Kids' existence, as the FCC finally gotten tired of networks sidestepping the programming and sidestepping the rule. So they had to make all the broadcast networks do this Children's Television Act. This didn't really set well with audiences at all. It wasn't just the Children's Television Act and EI that Fox Kids was having trouble with all the time. The problem with Fox Kids is that it didn't work out for many reasons. Number one, Fox Kids became the top-rated children's programming block among the network's ratings since 1992, had been overtaken in the ratings by ABC's One Saturday Morning block in 1997. Then by Kids WB with a stronger animation block backed by Warner Brothers that includes shows such as Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! ABC and UPN aired mostly comedy-based cartoons with some sitcoms originated from Disney Channel, which would later be taken over ABC's Saturday morning lineup by the cable channel's programming. While Viacom-owned CBS aired EIA-compliant preschool programming for Nick Jr., CBS did the right thing to follow the Children's Television Act. NBC did the right thing too, who also was airing teen-oriented sitcoms and later discontinued TNBC and replaced it with an EI-compliant programming source from Discovery Kids, splintering the audience. The added factor is that Nickelodeon's aggressive schedule outrated all the broadcast networks among children on Saturday mornings. This left Fox Kids behind and was tapped into the red. And no matter what the programmers did, they just couldn't find no way to catch up and stand out in the crowded field. Fox Family, despite getting good reviews, had a 35% decline on the audience, which led to stake in Fox Kids Europe and Fox Family Worldwide, along with Saban Entertainment, to be sold to the Walt Disney Company in July of 2001. After Fox Family Worldwide was sold to Disney in 2001 of July, Fox Kids was placed under the oversight of the Fox Television Entertainment and moved its programming operations to Fox TV headquarters on the 20th Century Fox studio lot. Fox discontinued daytime children's programming in December 2001, giving back the time to its affiliates. In addition, from September 2001 until the weekday block was killed, network flagships affiliates WNYW Fox 5 and KTTV deferred it to their European affiliated sister stations, while continuing to air the block on Saturday mornings. Fox put up its Saturday morning time slot up for bidding, and 4Kids Entertainment, then producers of the English dub of Pokemon, purchased the remaining 4-hour Saturday time period. Fox Kids maintained a Saturday morning only schedule until September 7th, 2002, 1 week before it gave the time to 4Kids Entertainment. Fox no longer wants to make their own children's programming anymore. So that's why they pulled these type of acts. So because they couldn't do it, they were fed up. They couldn't keep up with the rest of the pack. They tried everything, and unfortunately, they weren't really helping at all. Just like what happened. I think this is kind of just like how Discovery did. Not all, when the Hub Network came to be, and it just didn't work out, as Discovery didn't want to improve the Hub Network from the get-go. Fox kind of did this type of thing, and as Fox didn't get a chance to improve Fox Kids from the get-go, as Fox Kids needed a refresh, a new programming makeover, but instead they wanted to buy out all of its affiliates in Fox Kids as part of the NFL football conference television package. And after Fox Kids was killed, it was replaced by the 4Kids Entertainment produced Fox Box Block on September 14th, 2002. At the same time that ABC Kids launched, as part of a homage to Fox Kids. So Fox Kids was replaced by Fox Box, which was run by 4Kids Entertainment. The block was later been renamed to 4Kids TV on January 22nd, 2005. 1 year ago, in 2004, Fox Kids was changed, since it was no longer affiliated with Fox Kids Europe. Fox Kids in Latin America and ABC Cable Networks Group announced that they would be relaunching the channels as Jetix. So any channel or block that were occupied by Fox Kids became Jetix in order to stay alive. So Fox Kids just became Jetix. So Disney would continue to run the Fox Kids channel till 2004, when it was rebranded as Jetix, where Medora Entertainment watched it on Toon Disney or ABC Family. If you want to learn more about Jetix, I suggest you watch Medora Entertainment's video about the subject. The link will be in the video description. Anyway, back to the children's programming on Fox. 4Kids TV has most of the shows that were dubbed by 4Kids Entertainment. Most of them were anime, which were Kirby Right Back at Ya, as well as Sonic X and other shows. 4Kids TV ran its course until December 27th, 2008, marking Fox's complete withdrawal from children's programming. Fox would never again venture into the realm of children's TV. But until 2014, when Fox would reverse their course and return to carry children's programming with their introduction of an EI programming block called Exploration Station, a Steve Rotfeld production, which was basically a let's see, it was originally a 2-hour block, later a 3-hour block of programming, trying to match up with the Children's Television Act ever since the year of 1990. Despite a lot of people being happy that Fox reversed their decision, but they're still not happy that the fact that they had to do the Litton Entertainment partnering that. But thankfully it's not Litton Entertainment, it's just Steve Rotfeld Productions. They just turned to Steve Rotfeld Productions instead of Litton Entertainment. What would happen to Fox Kids' legacy? What remained of Fox Family was rebranded to ABC Family, and ABC Family brought in a new block called ABC Family Action Block, which have all the content that started out on Fox Kids. Internationally, Fox Kids Europe continued to operate until later on, when the channel was replaced by Jetix. They wanted to rebrand all Fox Kids operations outside of the U.S. with Toon Disney, a channel that had little distribution internationally, but this was scrapped with 20th Century Fox Film Corporation. So Fox Kids became Jetix, but later was changed to either Disney XD or regular Disney Channel in 2009. However, this wasn't the end of Fox Kids, actually. The Fox Kids name was used again for the web series, the Fox Kids Movie Challenge, which was produced by 20th Century Studios for the Fox Family Entertainment YouTube channel, despite having no affiliation with the brand. And that's about it. In addition to the programming block, they also had a radio program in the United States called the Fox Kids Radio Countdown. This was a 2-hour broadcast that was hosted by Chris Leary of ZDTV and Tech TV fame, and consisted of contests and gags, with sound effects incorporated throughout the program. Though it later was renamed to Fox All Access due to the growing audience. It would remain like that until 2012. This was, I cannot believe this. Though I never watched Fox Kids when I was younger, and it was long and gone after I was even born at the time, but it still have a good sense of programming anyway. But the problem is with Fox Kids is that Fox is its parent company, parent network company, Fox itself. Honestly, it's Fox brought this on themselves. If Fox Kids is failing, then why didn't they make children's animation shows at the Fox 20th Century Fox television studios? I mean, instead of just focusing on just adult animation, why do programming on programming for both kids and adults? It can't just all be around adults. Yes, I know that's persuading, but I think it's my prediction. Why couldn't they do that? Why couldn't they do that instead? But they didn't even try it. Anyway, we already know that Fox had a history when it comes to mistreating shows that did not go well, like what they did to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Futurama, American Dad, Bless the Hearts, and Duncanville, respectively. Honestly, all Fox cares about is The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Bob's Burgers. For Futurama, Just like picking up back from the video about the rise and fall of Futurama, Matt Groening, who made the show, wanted to air Futurama right after The Simpsons. Fox disagreed and instead aired it on Sundays. I mean Tuesdays. So it was at the Tuesday time slot. It was then back at the Sunday time slot, but unfortunately, sometime around, Futurama began to air erratically because of the sporting events, like the NFL or NASCAR conferences. Seriously, this caused Futurama to lose popularity. Midway through season 4 production, Fox decided to stop buying episodes of Futurama and let it go out of production before the fall season lineup in 2003. Futurama wouldn't return to Fox until it was part of this Simpsons and Futurama crossover called Simpson-orama, a crossover with The Simpsons and Futurama. That was around the time that Futurama returned to Fox. Seriously, same to American Dad. American Dad was no longer on the Fox network because it was the lowest rated show on the network. Have it got better ratings? If it got better ratings, American Dad would still be on Fox to this day. But nope, they decided to burn it off to TBS. Then there was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Brooklyn Nine-Nine got canceled on Fox due to low ratings. After cancellation on Fox, NBC quickly picked it up and ran for a few more seasons on NBC. This is on Fox. They canceled their own shows for nothing. All they care about is The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, and Family Guy, respectively. They don't treat their other animation shows or their live action shows right. Straight fucked up, Fox. Straight effed up. Straight effed up. Another controversy that was surrounding Fox Kids is they have weird and malicious events. The fact that, according to the Nostalgia Network, aka Brick, is that Fox Kids had a collaboration with Fox's hit show King of the Hill, part of a Saturday morning block, part of the block called Fox Kids Heads for the Hills, which is where we see Hank Hill interacting with Mr. Silver Surfer. Interesting how Fox and Fox Kids did a collaboration with their own shows, and they wanted to like try to be like how Kids WB had with their characters interacting with one another. Pretty unique, I think. But is this all enough? Is this all the info we need? No. Is that seriously Fox Kids is very special for some people. Now, the Fox Kids brand would not be killed off just yet, as in 2012, Fox Kids came back again, but this time in a disguise, under the banner Vortex on the CW. Vortex on the CW mostly was really Fox Kids in disguise, as it was owned by Saban Capital Group / Saban Entertainment / Saban Brands. And it's pretty familiar because they were the ones who aired the Power Rangers franchise and had the Power Rangers torch. And they also had some shows from Toon's Eye, such as Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise and Sonic X. And they have this slogan called "So Action Whack, it's gonna leave a mark." But sadly, it was short-lived. And Fox Kids, aka Vortex, have fought this EI compliant, airing Rescue Heroes, The New Adventures of Nano Boy, and The Adventures of Chuck and Friends, and Cubics Robots for Everyone. They did air special programs such as Tiny Toons Adventures Night Ghoulery. This This marked as the first time that Vortex, aka Fox Kids, had aired a Warner Brothers produced show ever since Tiny Toons Adventures had left the lineup since the 90s. Wow. Relations. However, Vortex, aka the new Fox Kids in Disguise, became the last Saturday morning block to carry on programming that did not comply with EI. Meaning, however, Vortex only ran for an hour of programming that met the FCC's educational programming guidelines. As a result, the CW affiliates handled the responsibility of filling the remaining 2 hours. The CW Plus cable subchannel affiliates had EI-compliant programs not required from the syndication market built into the national schedule. Albertine stations carrying CW network programming via the feed from the responsibility of purchasing the local rights to such programs. On May 31st, 2014, the CW announced that Vortex/Fox Kids in Disguise would be discontinued and would be replaced by Litton's One Magnificent Morning, and then Vortex ended its run on September 27th of 2014. It was the end. The end of not only the final descendants of Fox Kids, but it was also decades worth of Saturday morning programming that went all the way back to the mid-1960s. Seriously, though I never watched the original Fox Kids when I was young, I was even born when it was long gone. But at least I have fond memories when it was Vortex. So anyways, that's the history and downfall about Fox Kids, what it was, what it has become, and the Descendants legacy has created. I know I was late doing this, but I had a little bit of problems with my Chromebook lately. But thankfully though, it stopped for now. So as for this, so why would I make this video today? Well, I wanted to make this so that way to give y'all the nostalgia that y'all have with Fox Kids and Fox itself. As a matter of fact, I did make a few Fox Kids commercial breaks, which I created back in 2020 before the minimization downfall. So anyway, that takes care of everything. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.